8:46. This time put me to sleep from 11 o'clock to 6 this morning. Woke me up 6 this morning, the same all night. And then, kept on like they damaged the headphone on the mic in case they thought I was going to go to it while they simulate my voice continuously with more false testimony, false allegations, false witnesses, false admissions, false confessions, false wrongfully accusing of the majority, if not all, people I know nothing about, especially anything criminal. Shit, I don't even know things in their personal life, such as maybe a spouse or a child or a job. So at the end of the day, this was going on in the torture. They cutting the torture up like something awful. Last night, the drilling they did past the holes they drilled through them two teeth into the gums to the point it had the whole facial from the term head going from to the eye, the nerve in the face, just pain sharp. And now they back to attacking the crowns they had placed, the Air Force and whatnot had put into my mouth. The Airborne Instrument Laboratory, Brookhaven, Department of Energy, Blackwater, Aero Contractors Limited, Aerospace Alliance, Pegasus Tech, Tepa Aviation, Air America, Shell Corporation, Aurora, Colorado, Area 51. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not impressed, because at the end of the day, something that comes in clarity, that's being put into perspective when you keep simulating my voice, false testimony on people I've never met, false allegation, false charges, keep simulating my voice, so-called letting on the shit that I've never known about, speaking on people that I've never spoken about, had me start something, yell somebody's name. I'm like, I don't understand how they're involved. Association term, you cut off my voice, the skull off my telepathic, like different equipment, EEGs through this locked-in syndrome, virtual reality, computer-mediated reality. And then, listen, like when they first stated, they already said the gang member stalker hacking shit went out the window a year ago. The Pentagon DOD already told them that. Then they say even from a local authority standpoint, it was out the loop because he had top officials that already are well aware the shit will not make it. The family shit was out the window. Associate shit was out the window. The gang shit was out the window. They told all of them this a year ago. Female stated, it's not going to end well. I don't want my name tied to it. She emphasized that before they went into turn. They told him nothing's going to happen to him. We're paying a drug. They said like a drug picture. Like send him to like a detox or something. Come back. That was that. Then you had the other individuals in Jersey saying to promote anything on him, you jeopardize the other antics they had with the Camden and Philadelphia black Muslim cells they was creating, as well as other operations they had going. They stated could they save the black Muslim operations they had a focal point on in Newark. They said they wasn't sure, but to promote anything towards him, he's not Muslim, he has no ties to these organizations, no ties to nothing of substance on the fact like that, but to put him in any light, he jeopardizes everything when it comes to other operations. You had the other individuals say the same shit. To promote anything on him, you jeopardize millions of intelligence around the world from just promoting shit on him or relatives or whatnot. Now, these are different areas they're saying this. Pentagon, DOD, they mentioned that you had backlash coming from the Asian Federation, Interpol, Mossad, certain societies was in uproar. That's how I knew the Vatican was present last year, because when they was emphasizing if half the Jews knew your place on the fact like that, they would tear the world up coming to get you. And that's when the Ark of the Covenant shit a week or so later was being argued about. Listen, he get mad, stay out the way. Do not let him make eye contact with you while you mad. That's where I came with the determination that one of the ways they could tweak whatever energy and shit that I got is I must have an emotional outburst, like the mad, sad, depending on my energy, that's what happens. That's why they state, if you come at him in a profane manner or make the mistake of being a victim of his anger, and that's where you look at Valhalla, look at Staten Island Ferry, you look at the East Side explosion, you look at the Washington Heights explosion, you look at the derailment in 2013 in the Bronx, you look at the derailment 2017 135th, you look at the Orthodox fire 25th, you look at like different antics, things that have cycled countless things always when he's made to be like this. The Wendy's massacre, lost at the 75th precinct, lost at the 46th precinct, lost at the 77th. Like, just countless events always happen right with this. Without fail, once they go with this setup, you have certain officers seen to speak. Yo, listen, it's no good. They go forward, all hell break loose. Staten Island Ferry, 5 victims. So, like I said, I feel good and pleased that at least I know no matter what, I'd make sure daytime, nighttime, month to month, while being tortured, I have not hesitated to make sure that those that was not respected enough to be given the truth from those that tricked them, coached them, bribed them, or threatened them into partaking in this against me or against wrongfully accusing others. I make sure that beyond benefit of doubt, I know I tried. I gave you a what if to consider. Like, you know it's not me. Like, when you look, them eye taps, they would never have something come and say he's naturally thinking of it. You hear sometimes they go overzealous and they yell people names or they throw people faces into it and been there said the shit before they even had the computer. Like, they've been and had it on the iTaps, the pictures or animations sometimes be playing out like real live vivid shit be just running across the eye. Before they even said their name, they be like, yo, get ready. And they already got it. So this shows it's not him. So some might not understand that. Some of y'all by now you know, and that's why you see it's a domino effect, because the worst thing you could do is lie to somebody that know the truth. And y'all have promoted things on me and said that y'all knew for a fact it was him, or y'all knew it was this. And without the benefit of a doubt, I have countless, thousands literally, that already had a trail to show what was being planned, I believe, with the organ harvesting, and they was going to use a false flag or police involved matter to try to justify my death or justify my isolation where they could torture me or do what they have to do, like Kendrick Johnson, Kanika Jenkins, Troy Ford, to get them organs. And I didn't know about the layout, the way this format is, training, movie theater, staging, to put it in effect. That way they don't have to answer no question. But when they spoke, when the agency and different antics was in play, the government, military, certain private sectors came in play, they spoke. And when they spoke using the medical, like CIA wanted to emphasize to me, they like to funnel and push their money through hospitals and through non-profits. No, they told me non-profits. We put our money through the non-profits and we like to put the blame towards them. And that's when we had our first back and forth that escalated. You understand? And then, like, when it come to a term when NSA got involved, and that's what brought the outside entities, the off-world entities, started tapping into whatever system format they had, like this Bohemian Grove, different aspect they got going with this Al and this Illuminati, dark force shit that they push. I mean, no disrespect towards y'all. I told you I could be as wicked as the next. I place understanding. It's just when you subject me to it and you simulate my voice so you can wrongfully accuse people and put spotlights on people, especially you coming for people that don't even have, and you gonna put people in, that's something, no matter what happened to me, yo, you dead, your organs already gone. Cool, I hear you. But please place understanding and hear me that at the end of the day, no matter what happened to me, everyone will always be aware. Even those at the bottom, I got as much information as those at mid-level, which is a higher level than the ones that coached them, hired them, bribed them, threatened them, jeopardized them, put them, between a rock and a hard place and like a catch-22, but got them on the front lines acting like they all in. Like this something they chose, and that's wrong. So that's why I choose not to get mad, because I know what I've gathered. Like, they closed my throat up, they got the burners, say, putting that rotten egg smell, they tried to twist my intestines a half an hour or so ago to I guess, to make them pass gas. It didn't happen. They just said, fuck it, 8 o'clock is here. So they sprayed the whole room with the rotten egg smell. So this is why I go through chemical, biological, germ, and nerve agents day in, day out. Like, even when I comply, even I lay up in the same shit, digging the whatever I comply. Go cook with some plastic forks, walk barefoot, like whatever, like that. Don't brush no teeth, don't wash no ass, days at a time, sitting, starvation, tampered with water. I still get tortured, something awful. So they would never say he didn't comply, but while he complied, he still wasn't a national security issue or a threat to anybody, he gave a private compliance of bug paraffin in private. I can isolate myself, grab my shoe in private to show he didn't put a complete wall up. He didn't put a complete wall up, but still, that was never what they want. What they still paying. Indications of race, religion, and politics. Implications of genocide, atrocities, violation of international laws and universal agreements, day in, day out. Nigga this, nigga that, skin him, burn him alive. He dead, Ebola, AIDS, like all this crazy shit. You go in there, you come in here, we gonna do this when he get there, do that when he get there. We did this to them. Ask where that at, ask where this at. Like, and I don't answer no questions through a cloud. I have gave no testimony. I am no fucking witness. I have nothing, no knowledge, or nothing about the people that they are claiming, and they simulate my voice day in, day out, just like they did from midnight, 6 o'clock, woke me up 6 this morning, yelling all night, every fucking day. False testimony, false allegation, false submission, false implications towards genocidal atrocities, an organ harvesting cover-up with a false flag, police involved matter. And look what we learned. Ark of the Covenant, Higgs boson, Kareem. So like I told you, I choose not to get mad because the history shows with that, it go downhill. And I don't want that on my conscience. I don't want that, to be a tie to me.